Paul, right now, and on a very, very warm day, at least here in the city, you can only imagine it was much warmer inland, and the threat of a fire danger, that definitely goes up.
Yeah, not something we associate with early May, a little bit early in the season for that kind of activity, but we didn't really get that much rain in April, so things have dried out in a hurry. We're going to see the winds calm down. That's the good news. Let's take a look at what you can expect as we head through the first full week of May with a check of the weather headlines. Looking to the west from the Mark Hopkins Hotel, seeing a few fair weather clouds floating through. It's going to be another warm day on Tuesday away from the water, but not as warm as today. Temperatures more of a mix of 70s and 80s for inland parts of the Bay Area. Then more clouds, a stronger onshore breeze, and cooler temperatures arrive on Wednesday. We climb back up the other side of the temperature roller coaster Thursday and Friday, but then we drop back down again into early next week. It is going to be an up and down ride over the course of the next several days, and the down is associated with a chance for a few showers early next week. Not going to amount to much in terms of measurable rainfall, but this time of year, beggars can't be choosers. Seeing clear skies as we look out from Salesforce Tower, temperature has retreated to 75 degrees in San Francisco after we did hit 80 degrees in the city earlier today for only the second time in 2025. Warm spot on the map, 87 degrees right now in Santa Rosa. It's 85, just behind in Concord. Now, as we head through the rest of tonight, we're not going to see a lot of fog at first. Let's go to the floor map and play it forward. Futurecast. Eventually, we are going to see a southern surge sending some fog up the coastline as we head into the very early hours tomorrow morning. So that's not likely going to arrive until after midnight, but there's going to be fog along the coast and kind of poking through the Golden Gate as you're waking up on Tuesday and heading out the door to work. It's not going to take too long for that to back up to the coast if it does make its way into the inland valleys, and our temperatures are going to warm up once again after a slightly above average start. Temperatures mostly in the 50s with some of the coolest spots dipping down to the upper 40s, like 47 degrees in Morgan Hill, 49 degrees for Half Moon Bay, but most of these temperatures staying near the middle portion of the 50s, even staying above 60 degrees in Fairfield. It's warm temperatures today, and we're going to hold on to a decent amount of that warmth as we head through the rest of tonight. Then high temperatures tomorrow, about 4 to 8 degrees above average inland, a mix of 70s and a few low 80s for the North Bay. Near normal temperatures along the coast and in San Francisco. 64 degrees is exactly tomorrow's average high, right around or just above 80 degrees east of the Oakland Hills, and temperatures in the Santa Clara Valley, also a mix of upper 70s and low 80s. But while the winds are still going to be noticeable, they're not going to be as strong as they were today, and they are going to be shifting direction back to an onshore breeze as we head through tomorrow, and that wind is going to push the cooler air farther and farther inland by the time Wednesday rolls around. So the strongest gusts over the next couple of days are largely going to be in the 25-mile-an-hour zone as we head into the afternoon hours both days. But again, that's enough to push that cooler marine air a little bit farther inland, and you can see the impact it has as we hit the middle of the week. Livermore goes from around 80 tomorrow to only the low 70s on Wednesday, but then we climb back up again, close to 90 degrees on Friday, and then a huge drop. We're barely going to crack 60 degrees for high temperature Monday of next week. That's a 27-degree drop in just the course of 48 hours, and that is associated with our chance of showers by as early as Sunday night, more likely Monday into Monday night, and it's still lower than a 50-50 chance. We'll keep you updated on that as we head through the next several days. We'll look at our long-range forecast model side by side coming up at 5:30. Here's the 7-day forecast for the coast. Temperatures don't change a lot. You get a little cooler Wednesday and Thursday, and then you bounce up a little bit on Friday before dropping down once again. While Bayside, you're going to see a bit more fluctuation to the daily temperatures, slightly above normal tomorrow, back to near average on Wednesday, and then a bit of a warm up for the end of the work week on Friday. But it's really inland where that warm up on Friday is going to be most noticeable, with those inland high temperatures climbing well into the 80s. If you like the summer-like temperatures, savor it while it lasts, because we drop back quickly. Again, a 20 to 25 degree drop from Friday to Monday of next week. Ryan?
All right, thanks, Paul.